Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Cancer patients can now stay close to home for chemotherapy treatments. Also, a state commission says homelessness is growing in Wayne County. Plus, Farmington school children get a close-up look at first responders. All of these stories coming up.
Another nice day here in southeast Missouri, but we've got some changes on the way. I'll let you know about those coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. People fighting cancer can now receive chemotherapy outpatient treatment at Madison Medical Center in Fredericktown. CEO Lisa Twidwell tells 18 Eyewitness News, by offering chemotherapy close to home, patients don't have to drive to St. Louis or Cape Girardeau any longer.
Chemotherapy usually involves a couple days a week type treatment, so those people spend an hour and a half one way on the road 3 times a week, 2 times a week, whatever their treatment is for. So hopefully it'll alleviate some of that travel hassle time for those patients and still allow them to get the treatment they need.
The new service grew out of a partnership with Southeast Hematology Oncology in Cape Girardeau. Twidwell says if patients want to begin receiving treatments at Madison Medical, they just have to talk to their oncologist about it.
We want to make sure that the physician that's authorizing the treatment is comfortable with them doing it here. Obviously, Southeast Hospital is definitely okay with that, but a lot of times people will have oncologists from St. Louis or other metro areas. So if they can just talk to them and see if their physician would be comfortable with that. In
addition to chemotherapy and infusion services, physician services will be offered once a month as well. Well, now here's Dustin Kopp with a look at our first fall forecast. Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're in the 70s. Not bad at all. We saw a nice day today. 72 in Festus and St. Genevieve. Potosi 72. Ironton in the same. Fredericktown right now at 70 degrees. 70 in Cape Girardeau. 71 in Piedmont. Van Buren and Poplar Bluff right now at 70 degrees. Clear skies at 7 p.m. 70 degrees. 65 by 9 with partly cloudy sky and partly cloudy at midnight with a temperature around 62. What's in store for your day on Wednesday? Well, I'll give you a hint. We do have some showers and thunderstorms moving in. I'll let you know about those, plus some cooler weather. All those details coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
The Missouri Housing Development Commission believes the number of homeless in southeast Missouri is growing. The commission takes point-in-time counts each year on designated days. Now, the number of sheltered and unsheltered homeless in 8 counties increased slightly from 216 last year to 222 this year. According to the count, Wayne County's homeless grew from 0 to 15. In other southeast Missouri counties, including Perry, Bollinger, and Stoddard, the numbers remained steady. The commission believes there are many more local people who are homeless that are not counted because they're staying with other families. Farmington business leaders will get a look into the future at Thursday's Chamber of Commerce meeting. Executive Director Doug McDermott says the featured speaker will be Bruce Domlazicki, the Director of Business Research at Southeast Missouri State University.
He's going to be looking at the economic forecast for 2013. They take a lot of data. They put it together and then help analyze and interpret it so that business leaders, government leaders, community leaders have a better forecast of what to look for in the coming year.
McDermott says the research takes into account recent data and historical trends.
The economy's changed quite a bit over the past few years, so it's important to look at not only the trends of the recent past, but also in longevity. So the center takes that data, puts it all together, and helps to predict what we can look for in 2013.
The monthly meeting of the Farmington Chamber of Commerce takes place Thursday at noon at the Centene Center. The Wayne County Sportsman Association is sponsoring a hunter safety course this weekend in Greenville. Brian Tao of the Missouri Department of Conservation says part of the course focuses on being a responsible hunter.
And part of that will be, just as a responsible hunter, just making sure that if you do something out, take responsibility for what you do while you're out in the woods. Make sure you clean up your trash, that sort of thing, as well as, make sure that you identify your target before you shoot.
Tal says the course also features firearm safety as well.
You don't want to send someone out in the woods with a firearm that they don't know anything about. And because, they may, that big 30-point buck, so to speak, walks by, they'll be looking for the safety or trying to load it or unload it or whatever have you. If they don't know how that gun operates, it may cause for some mishaps or things to happen in the kind of the heat of the battle, so to speak.
The Hunter's Safety Course starts Friday evening at 6 at the Greenville Masonic Lodge. Now, to register for that class or a class in your area, click this story on our website, KDKZ18.com. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, Farmington school children learn about safety from first responders. That story is coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash, easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service with 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Children at Farmington's Truman Elementary know more about staying safe in an emergency after Friday's Safety Day demonstration. Trooper Justin Wheatley says the event gave students a close-up look at first responders and their equipment.
We break them up into groups. As you can see, you get the ambulance back there. They talk about safety and health and different things that they do. They go to the fire department. The guys like to put on their full turnout gear. They dress up, so they come up and they talk to the kids so they can experience that there's nothing to be afraid of.
Trooper Wheatley says when the children visited his area, he gave them some very timely advice.
They come to us. We talk a lot about upcoming Halloween safety. Give them a quick overview about how to be safe during Halloween. We talk about our cars and wearing your seatbelts, the importance of seatbelt use.
The Safety Day demonstrations were coordinated by the St. Francis County Ambulance District. Lesterville's Fall Festival is set for this Saturday. School Superintendent Earlene Fox tells 18 Eyewitness News the festivities step off at 11 in the morning with a parade.
Anybody can have a float. The students' classes put floats in it. Every class has a king, queen candidate, and for a small town, it's a very good parade. Floats are very good. Sometimes we have horse riders, four-wheelers. This is a good year because it's the candidates, so we'll have the candidates, I'm sure, in the parade.
Earlene says this year's Grand Marshals bring back a little bit of history.
And our Grand Marshal is going to be our first state team, which was our 1977 basketball team. And I think we've got quite a few of them coming back to ride in cars, trucks for the parade.
Earlene says the food and games booth open at 11:30. Now the event wraps up with the talent show at 4:30 and the crowning of the Fall Festival Queen. When most of us want to clear out our storage areas, we might have a garage sale. Well, Mineral Area College is doing the same thing. MAC business manager Rusty Strawn tells 18 Eyewitness News that some of these items have been in storage for a while.
They're either antiquated or the old metal desk, or there's some push mowers which we've upgraded to different mower. There's 3 police cars that have been replaced with newer ones. So it's those kinds of things. Like when you see an ad in the newspaper on garage sales, items too numerous to mention. That's what we really got up there. There's chairs, there's desk chairs, there's just a multitude of things.
The MAC garage sale is scheduled for this Wednesday and Thursday on the Park Hills campus. Still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, they are the most popular container for household cleaners, but they're also the most dangerous. We'll show you why, the risk of spray bottles that pose to young children, and what researchers are doing to protect them, coming up in Your Health.
Coming up next in weather, I'll let you know about some showers and thunderstorms on the way for southeast Missouri, plus some cooler weather. All those details coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at weather headlines throughout southeast Missouri. We're going to see showers and thunderstorms develop for tomorrow. A slight risk of some severe weather, as the storms could be on the strong side or severe side as well. And temperatures are going to start to cool off here in southeast Missouri. Currently here in southeast Missouri, they're on the warm side, 72 in Festus and St. Genevieve, Fredericktown and Cape Girardeau at 70, 72 in Ironton, Ellington and Piedmont 71, 70 degrees right now in Van Buren and Poplar Bluff. Currently here at the studio, we have 73, and that's what it feels like out there under a mostly sunny sky. Current dew point is 47, 38% humidity, south wind at 10 miles per hour. Going through the evening into tomorrow, this front will start pushing our way, giving us that shower and thunderstorm activity for tomorrow. Like I said, some of those could be on the strong to severe side. Partly cloudy skies tonight, 55 degrees for your overnight low, south wind 10 to 15, 53 in Potosi as well as in Ellington, Piedmont and Poplar Bluff, 51 in Fredericktown and 53 in Cape Girardeau. Then for tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely, southwest wind 10 to 15, gusting at 25 at times, 72 degrees for your daytime high, 74 in Cape Girardeau, 71 in Potosi, 72 in Ironton, Piedmont 73, down in Poplar Bluff 76 degrees. And the next several days are looking like this throughout southeast Missouri. On Thursday, mostly sunny, 61 for your daytime high. Partly sunny on Friday with 60 degrees for your daytime high, 65 on Saturday, partly sunny. Sunday, partly sunny, 76, 74 and partly sunny on Monday. Then some showers moving in the area on Tuesday with a high of 64. Another look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. Partly sunny all weekend long, 65 for your daytime high on Saturday, 76 on Sunday. Let's check out the Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
The next time you clean your house, take a good look at your cleaning supplies. Chances are you have at least one spray bottle somewhere in your house. And if you have a small child, that could be dangerous because of their design. Studies show spray bottles are one type of container that's most likely to injure young children, especially if they contain cleaning supplies. But thanks to a group of researchers, that could change. With details, here's Clark Powell.
While conducting a national study into the safety of household cleaners a couple of years ago, researcher Lara McKenzie says she was both pleasantly surprised and deeply concerned. The study showed that between 1990 and 2006, children poisoned or injured by household cleaners dropped an impressive 46%, but did so with one notable exception.
We did see a huge decrease over that time period, which is the good news. The bad news is that spray bottle injuries stayed high. They didn't decrease like the other ones did.
In fact, spray bottles accounted for 40% of all injuries, sending thousands of kids each year to emergency departments.
These can be really serious injuries.
That didn't sit well with this group of researchers at Nationwide Children's Hospital, so they decided to do something about it. They've designed the first spray bottle top with a 2-trigger system. Adult hands are big enough to control both triggers, but as you can see in this focus group video, young children have a hard time understanding how the bottle works. And in the home setting, that extra measure of protection could make a big difference.
Our technology has the potential to prevent more than 6,000 injuries each year, which is 18 injuries a day, which is about the same size as a preschool classroom full of kids.
Researchers say studying different products and pointing out their potential risk is just part of their job. But it was a passion for protecting children that led this group to take the unusual step of turning an observation into a solution. At Nationwide Children's Hospital, this is Clark Powell reporting.
The research team has applied for a patent and their design and are looking for partners to help them produce and distribute the child-resistant spray bottles. They hope to have them on the store shelves and in your homes in the next couple of years.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Every time a new cell phone comes out, boy, the grass always seems to be greener. But before you upgrade, how about some tips on selling that old cell phone for as much as possible? They're just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
With the next smartphone looming at any given time, how can you get a break on the price? Money expert Stacy Johnson dials in the details of ditching your old smartphone for cash.
Smartphones. New models seem to come out all the time. Whether you're keeping up with the Joneses or just upgrading an old model, purchasing a new phone is a pricey proposition. But before you buy that new smartphone, how about dialing up a little savings by selling the old one for the max possible? Here are some tips. First, see what websites that buy electronics are offering. You can get a quote online and they arrange for shipping and payment. Some will even let you lock in a price before the launch of a new model. Now, you might get more money if you sell it yourself. Check websites like Craigslist, Amazon, and eBay. Research the companies you're considering selling to along with how much your phone is going for and stay on top of their release dates for new models so you can try to time it right. Now, the smartest way to sell that old cell phone may be the lowest tech way of all. Tell your friends and family. Use word of mouth. You might be able to get a better deal that way and help out a friend in need. Before you sell, make sure you wipe the phone clean of personal information by restoring factory settings, clearing internal memory, and taking out the SIM card. And it should go without saying, but be sure you get paid before you deliver that phone. Bottom line, keeping up with technology doesn't have to break your budget, especially when you help yourself by hawking your own handset. For more information, go to MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for cell phones. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
Coming up in sports, the National League Championship Series moves to St. Louis tied at a game apiece. The Cardinals are still expecting Lance Lynn to start Game 5, and the Rams' improved pass defense is going to get a big test this coming Sunday.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
After losing Monday's game 7-1, the Cardinals returned to Busch Stadium with the series tied at a game apiece. Game 3 on Wednesday afternoon is going to pit this season's best starting pitchers from each team against each other. Kyle Loesch was the Cardinals' ace this year with a 16-3 record and a 2.86 ERA. He'll be opposed by Matt Cain, who had a 16-5 record for the Giants with a 2.79 ERA. With the game starting at 3 o'clock, both pitchers are expected to benefit from Busch Stadium's now infamous afternoon shadows. Though Lance Lynn was unable to make it through 4 innings in his start on Sunday, the Cardinals are not planning to make any changes to their National League Championship Series rotation. That means Lynn's going to start Game 5 in St. Louis on Friday. Lynn has denied fatigue being an issue at any point this season, though workload is something that the Cardinals are going to continue to closely monitor. Lynn pitched just under 110 innings during the 2011 regular season and another 11 during the postseason. This year, his first as a Major League starter, he's already pitched 183 innings. Well, after limiting Miami to 185 passing yards on Sunday, the St. Louis Rams now rank 3rd in the NFC and 6th in the NFL against the pass, allowing just under 111 yards per game. But they're going to be sorely tested this coming Sunday when the Green Bay Packers and quarterback Aaron Rodgers come to town. The Pack's passing game hadn't quite been in sync this season, but all Rodgers did on Sunday was throw 338 yards for 6 touchdowns and no interceptions. And speaking of passing, with his favorite receiver Danny Amendola out with an injured shoulder, experts were wondering who Sam Bradford was going to throw passes to. As it turns out, everybody. Bradford connected with 10 different receivers Sunday, including 5 wideouts, 3 running backs, and 2 tight ends. Well, guys, that's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check at that forecast once again. We do have some thunderstorms moving in for your day on Wednesday. Some of those could be strong to severe. 72 degrees for your daytime high. Much cooler on Thursday and Friday. Temperature around 60 degrees. Plenty of sunshine. 65 on Saturday. Partly sunny skies. Then warmer on Sunday. 76 and partly sunny. 74 on Monday. Partly sunny. And then some showers move back into the area by Tuesday of next week with temperature around 64. That does it for all of us here at the Doc's Broadcast Group. The news doesn't stop here, though. Just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, for your latest news, weather, and sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We hope you have a good evening. Newswatch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.